Let's talk about the Australian Grand Prix. Charles Leclerc won. He also got fastest lap. In second place, you had Sergio Perez. Third place, George Russell. Happy for George Russell, by the way, because it's his second ever podium in Formula One, and it's really the first one he got from a real race. We had Spa last year where he got, on the podium during qualifying, and then we only had really 2 laps, no overtaking. So no disrespect to George Russell. This is really his first podium in Formula One, a very special moment. I know it's not his official first on paper, but first one he really, really, truly earned in an actual race with overtaking, and I'm very, very happy for George Russell. The other Mercedes driver, Lewis Hamilton, got 4th. Lando Norris was 5th. The other McLaren, Daniel Ricciardo, was in 6th. Esteban Ocon got 7th. Valtteri Bottas got 8th. Pierre Gasly and AlphaTauri got 9th. And then, hey, former Red Bull driver Alex Albon got 10th for Williams. Wow. Shout out to Williams. Williams, I literally a couple episodes ago was talking about how I'd be surprised if they did anything noteworthy all year. They did it. Hey, let's throw a party. Williams, Formula One, got a point in F1. That's awesome. Cool to see. Good for them. I'm not going to lie, though. We're at Albert Park in Melbourne, and kind of a boring race. Sorry. Wasn't the most exciting race. I mean, Charles Leclerc won easily. And say what you want about the Middle East, but hey, Qatar and Saudi Arabia gave us 2 really good, interesting, exciting races. And Australia seems like an awesome place. I'd love to visit. No shade against them, but the race was not as good. Sorry, Albert Park. There weren't many opportunities for overtakes. It kind of fell flat. Now, it was a weird day for Ferrari because Charles Leclerc won easily. 26 points on the day for him. And 3 races in, it's very clear that Ferrari is the best team in Formula One right now. They're dominating the standings, but Carlos Sainz, their number 2 driver, had a weird and bad race. He qualified 9th. He fell back at the start, was in 14th at one point. Then on the very second lap of the race, he ran wide into the grass and then parked it in the gravel and got totally stuck and did not finish the race. Caused a safety car. It was bizarre. Apparently, there was a problem with his steering wheel, and anti-stall was triggered, which led to him making a mistake, and he went off the track and went wide. So that was weird. Ferrari has been dominating, and that was like a first time I'm like, that's a weird mishap for Ferrari. Then you got Max Verstappen, the Red Bull driver. He has won every race he has competed in and completed. Here's a true fact about Max Verstappen. Won every single race he has completed this year. Here's the problem. He's only completed 1 race all year. 1 of 3. He's won 1, did not finish in 2. On lap 39, Max was in second place. He smelled weird fluid and shut off the engine. It was a safety concern. His car caught on fire. I'm sure if I looked it up, I could find out what fluid it was. I don't care enough. It was a safety issue. Shut off the engine. There was some fire. They had to use a fire extinguisher to put it out. Reliability continues to be a concern for Red Bull. It's just their car is just constantly having problems. And the result is that it's been helping Mercedes. I mean, Mercedes, look at the constructor stand. He's got Ferrari in first with 104 points. Then you got Mercedes in second right now in F1, even though they clearly have the third best car. They got 65 points. They're in second. Then Red Bull is 55 points in third. Mercedes, reliability is helping them somehow stay ahead of Red Bull. This is not a world where Mercedes has the second best car, but they are second in the standings because of Red Bull constantly getting in their own way. In fourth in the constructors standings, you got McLaren with 24 points. Then fifth is Alpine with 22 points. That battle, Alpine versus McLaren, is really fun and interesting. Alfa Romeo is in sixth with 13 points. Haas is in seventh with 12 points. AlphaTauri in eighth with 10 points. Then you got Williams. Hey, Williams got a point. They're in ninth. And then only Aston Martin is left with 0 points in Formula One. And Aston Martin has been a disaster so far this year. Look at just Sebastian Vettel alone. He did not finish the race in Australia. He crashed. He did not race in the first 2 races because of a Rona test that came up positive. It's all bad. He crashed in free practice 3. He got fined for riding on a scooter at Australia. His car lost power during FP1. He didn't drive in FP2 at all. Then on top of that, Lance Stroll crashed during qualifying. I mean, what a horrible, horrendous weekend for Aston Martin. Maybe the worst in the history of their team. Pretty easily, actually, I'm sure it was, because Aston Martin's pretty new to F1 in this current iteration. And I keep thinking about their former team principal, Otmar Szafnauer. He left to Alpine to be their team principal, and life is good for Otmar Szafnauer. He benefited tremendously by leaving Aston Martin. And Lawrence Stroll, the driver, the dad of the driver, Lance Stroll, the billionaire, tycoon, evil villain. He looks like an evil villain. Look up Lawrence Stroll. He looks like a guy out of a comic book. Like he's got this creepy face and the white hair. And anyway, this supervillain, Lawrence Stroll, is in control of Aston Martin, and it appears like he has no idea what he's doing. It's not working. It's not good. And they are last in F1, and they appeared to just have no chance at all. I mean, the fact that Williams looks more competent than Aston Martin says a lot about Aston Martin. Here are the driver standings now in Formula One. Charles Leclerc leads F1 with 71 points. Then you got George Russell in second. Goes to Mercedes, now second in F1 after 3 races, got 37 points. Carlos Sainz is in third with 33 points. Sergio Perez has 30 points. He is in fourth. Lewis Hamilton, the Mercedes driver, many-time world champion, is in fifth place with 28 points. And then Max Verstappen, the reigning world champion, is in sixth place right now with the lone race win in Saudi Arabia. Other than that, did not finish. He's finished one of 3 races all year. He won the one he did finish, but he can't appear to finish a race. Got 25 points. He's in sixth place right now. Coming up, I got Imola. The next race in Formula One will be Sunday, April 24th at Ferrari's home track. Imola should be fun. I cannot wait. And those are my thoughts on the Australian Grand Prix. Let me know. I'm very curious. I did not think it was a particularly good race. It was like, yeah, when I look back on this year, I'm not going to remember that. Like, I'm going to remember Saudi Arabia, that finish between Max and Charles Leclerc, even the first race of the year in Qatar. Like, that was a fun battle. Max had to retire, but we had great wheel-to-wheel racing with Max and Charles Leclerc. This one, and I don't know that maybe if Max hadn't had engine failure, maybe it would have been more interesting at the end. I don't know if it's Albert Park's fault or not, but really there wasn't very many opportunities for overtaking, and that was very just let me know. What did you think of the Australian Grand Prix? I didn't love it that much. I think it's going to be one that we don't look back on the year and go, oh yeah, Albert Park. We're going to go, I forgot what happened there. Oh, Charles Leclerc won? Yeah, that's right. He won easily. Wasn't very interesting. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Am I alone in that thought? That the Australian Grand Prix was kind of, it's fine.